Hi everybody, and welcome to our Wednesday webinar session, where today we will be hearing about the beautiful Finolhu, Maldives in the Bar Atoll. And we'll also be hearing a little bit about their new concept, which is Dot Here, which Victoria is going to go through as well. If anyone has any questions throughout, please do feel free to write them in the question box, and we'll do a little Q&A session at the end. And if you're having any trouble seeing anything or hearing anything, then please do write as well, and we can address that. And yeah, very excited to hear all about this. And without further ado, I'm going to hand over to Victoria, who's the UK sales manager here, to take us through the wonderful presentation.
Thanks, Olivia. Hello, everybody. So yes, I'm here to tell you all about what's great about Finolhu and our new concept Dot Here. So as you can see in front of you, we have an amazing image of our island map. So just to put this into perspective, if you look over the back here, this is where we're going to have Dot Here, and I'll come on to that a bit later in the presentation. But our main island, it's set around a lovely lagoon. We've got all our water accommodation, our villas on the left of the island. This is the main island itself, and then we have our beautiful sandbank that leads up to where you'll find Crab Shack, and also our beach bubble, which I'll go into a bit more detail as we go through the presentation. So let's start with a little video. Okay, so hopefully that's giving you a little bit of a feel of what the island's all about. Now let me take you through the information you'll need to help sell this to your clients. So we are Seaside Finolhu. We like to think we're a tropical island paradise. We know there's lots of other tropical island paradises out there, but what makes us different is that we are all about that culinary, the level of service, and we like to think our island is that playful, and our experiences that we can offer our guests is very inspiring as well. So you can see there we have our beautiful image there on the right of our beach club. So let me just go through. So we are situated in the Bar Atoll. So we are in the UNESCO Protected Biosphere Reserve of Bar Atoll, just a 30-minute speedboat from Hanifaru Bay, which is where you can also see the manta rays, which I'll come on to a bit later on at certain times of the year. What's great about our hotel is that it says 35 minutes a seaplane journey, but we are one of the first accommodations that you see in Bar Atoll. So I can't give 100%, but 99% of the time, guests will just literally leave Valana International Airport, go to our lounge, and then when they're transferred by Trans-Maldivian, 99% of the time, we will be the first stop. So what else happens when the guest arrives in the Maldives? As you know, that we now have the purpose-built seaplane terminal. We have a private lounge on the 5th floor, giving unparalleled views out towards where the seaplanes come in, take off, land, etc. While guests can wait there, they can have their refreshments, they can have soft drinks, they can have snacks. We have showers there where they can freshen up after their long haul flight. And what will happen, they will have their check-in done for them at the seaplane terminal. Then when they arrive down on that island, they'll be met by a ruhu. So ruhu is a Maldivian language for the word butler, or island host, as we like to refer to them. Now they will actually escort the guests on arrival down to their villa, give them an orientation tour, and what they'll also do as well is take the details of a mobile number, and they will add them into the ruhu's WhatsApp group. So if they're in their room and they need anything, the ruhu can attend to them as necessary, be it calling a buggy to take them down to the restaurant for dinner, or providing extra pillows, blankets, etc. So that's always a real good key selling point of us, that they have a Ruhu available to them. It's not just certain level of category rooms that have them. Everybody on island has the Ruhu. So we have various accommodations on the beach and over water, like you could see in that initial image that I showed you, and the video as well. So we have beach villas and beach pool villas on the lagoon side of the island. So we have 8 each of those. Then we have private pool villas, which are on the opposite side of the island. Also 2-bedroom interconnecting beach villas and 2-bedroom beach villas with pool. So a wide choice of on-land accommodation if they don't want to have the water villas. So this just gives you a bit of an idea of how they're decorated inside. They are very neutral with these pops of colour, be it blues, be it yellows, be it pinks, as you'll see as we go through the slideshow. In different accommodations, they have different colours. So to give you an idea, this is a beach villa on the lagoon side. And then this top one here is one of the private villas. I can just tell by the colour of the pool. So, but you can see they're identical. And then at the bottom right-hand corner, we have one of our 2-bedroom villas. So once again, this will be 2 bedrooms. I'm just checking they actually sleep up. The 2 bedrooms sleep up to 4 adults and 4 children, or 6 adults. And the 1 bedrooms, they sleep up to 2 adults and 2 children, or 3 adults. So we do cater for those larger families or the multi-generational families where they want to be in one unit. You have the 2 bedrooms available to you. So then when we move on to Overwater, by far this is the most numbers. We've got 41 of the lagoon villas. Now the lagoon villas is our entry level category. So these are on the right hand side here. They don't have a pool, but I'll show you some images in a moment. And then on the left hand side, you have our ocean pool villas. So this is the lagoon side, this is the open side. So this is the side also where you'll find our house reef, which is obviously available to all guests on the island. And then we also have 2-bedroom water villas with pools as well. And we've got 7 of those units. Now, right at the very end, we have our amazing 2 Rockstar villas, which I'll come on to in a moment. But these are just some images of the lagoon and the ocean pool villas. So this right-hand side image is the lagoon villa. This shows you here the outside decking area, plenty of space, plenty of places to sit, i.e. the day beds or the rocking chairs. And then same again, when you're looking at the 2 bedrooms, you've actually got plenty of outside space, a couple of extra day beds, etc. And these, as you can see, are decorated in the blue tone as well. So moving on to our Rockstar 2-bedroom ocean pool villas, we only have 2 of these. Now, 2 separate bedrooms, king-size beds. They can actually sleep up to 4 adults and 4 children, or 6 adults again. With these guests have a private buggy. They sole use for the whole of their duration, and they're in the design of a little mini Rolls Royce. So they're really notable when they drive around the island as well. Now, the difference between our other accommodation and Rockstar is they have a dedicated island host, or Ruhu. So they have a one-on-one. It's not like the other accommodations where they may share a Ruhu, a couple of different villas. They have a dedicated island host to be there at whatever they need whenever they're on the island. You can see the rooms are stunning. This one's in the blue and the pink decor, and the other room I think is green and yellow. I only went into this one when I was out there in June. So they have a full bar. This can be stocked with whatever the guests want. If they don't want alcohol, they want soft drinks, or anything non-alcoholic, that's absolutely fine. We can take care of that for them as well. Just one little thing to note, obviously they're full-size bottles of spirits, and once that bottle's opened, they are charged for the whole bottle as well. So when we talk dining, we have a wide choice of dining options available to our guests. So Beach Kitchen is our main restaurant. This is open for breakfast, lunch and dinner. So breakfast and dinner are all cooking stations. It's all self-serve, whereas lunch we will provide an a la carte menu as well. So they can choose to dine inside or outside. We have a wide choice and selection of dishes, and every evening here we have a different theme. So we might have a Maldivian night where then we'll have entertainment on the beach outside. We might have an Italian night, and then after the call we'll share with Hummingbird the link to our sales and marketing toolkit, and you can request that from them if you want, and then you can download all things like the menu plan, the menus, the meal plans. But whilst I'm on the phone, we do have an amazing app. You can download in any app store or whatever the equivalent is on Samsung or Android, and it's just called Finolhu Bar Atoll. Now, ultimately, you can use it when you're on the island, but the homepage actually gives you a lot of information. It's almost like having a little mini Bible in your hand of all the facilities that the guests can have. You know, you often get asked that little question, or what's the cost of the all-inclusive, or what times does Kanasan open, for example. It all can be found on the homepage, and everything in there is downloadable, or you can upload menus and then send them on to your guests. That's really handy to know. So yeah, beach kitchen. So it's a wide choice of meals. It's all international themed. Cooking stations outside where you've got all your pizzas or your meats being cooked fresh. At breakfast, for example, one of those is set up as like a breakfast station where you get all your smoothies, etc. So there's a wide choice and something to suit every palate, obviously when they're on the island. So Arabian Grill. So this serves a popular range of Middle Eastern and North African cuisines. A smaller restaurant, just 45 covers, both indoor and outdoor seating as well. So if they want to be undercover, that's fine, or on the beach, dip their toes in the sand, they can do that as well. And it's a real wide choice. So for example, when I ate there, I had lots of like mezes for my starters, hummuses of all different flavors, falafels, salads, and then for my main course I had a seafood and meat mix barbecue platter. And I've got to say, I was very impressed with the standard of the food. And not only that, the service that you get, the attentiveness, you know, your glass is never empty of even water or wine, which is always a good thing, huh? Then let's move on to Kanasan. So Kanasan is our modern Japanese and Asian cuisine. So just to let you know, both Arabian Grill and Kanasan are only open in the evenings. They're open from 7:30 to 10:30. It's always best if you've got a guest that's going to us for the first time and they have any special requests, like for dining options, just let Hummingbird know and they can go through to the island and we can request it. And then obviously, if at any time one of the restaurants is closed, we can come up with an alternative. So with Kanasan, you have a beautiful, stunning menu. Benny, the chef there, does incredible things with sushi and dim sum and lots of other food as well that they serve there. But we also have, it's over water, so it's on stilts, so you can sit outside on the terrace and eat, and then it's all lit up underneath and you can watch the marine life swimming around, or you can choose to dine inside, which is all air conditioned. Now if you don't want to dine here but you still want to go somewhere for a pre-dinner aperitif, then we have the most amazing cocktail bar and with a wide range of cocktails, or you can just tell the mixologist what you like to drink and they will make something up for you specifically. It is a great experience and a great place to go and have that, like I said, that pre-dinner aperitif. Let's move on to Crab Shack. So our renowned Crab Shack. So this is where on a Friday night we have our incredible white night party. So we've got a VW camper van that doubles up as a DJ booth. We have all the entertainment on the beach as well, like the guys with the fire and the stilts walking around with the fire as well. You know, it is just such a great, all the guests get involved, they're dressed in white while sampling some amazing food. So Crab Shack's open for lunch and dinner. So lunch is between 1 and 4 and dinner is between 6 and 9:30. So guests have a choice. They can walk along our amazing stretch of sandbank, which is a kilometre long, or they can use the boat service. It runs regularly between the island and Crab Shack jetties I think it's like every half an hour from memory when I was there. But honestly, the food here is exceptional. We get such great reviews. A lot of people say they come back to Finolhu just for Crab Shack, you know, so it certainly is doing something right. So it's won several awards as well. So it's definitely the place to be, especially on a Friday night as well. Couple of other areas to talk about. Milk Lab, this is open 6 days a week. It's open from 11 till 6, and this is where you can get a selection of homemade pastries. It's right in the middle of the island, so if you're in the water villas and you want to stop by on your way down to the beach kitchen for breakfast, you can grab a milkshake, you can grab a frozen yogurt or an ice cream, whatever works, provided obviously it's after its opening time. Beach Club and Beach Bar. So this is where we have the entertainment of an evening as well. So Beach Club is open 7 days a week for light bites as well. So if you snack or if you're packaged throughout the day, that's the place to go. And then that's open from 11 till 6. And then Beach Bar is open 7 days a week, and that is open from 11 in the morning till 1 in the morning. So it's the place to go if you want a bit more late night entertainment. On the top level, you'll find the shisha lounge, and also on the right hand side there, and also our library area, which is where we also do things like wine tasting classes, that kind of thing. So let's talk spa. So we have a fabulous spa on the island. We have 10 treatment rooms, 6 couple rooms and 4 single rooms. We have separate female and male sauna and steam rooms and private plunge pool facilities as well. Go and have your hair and your nails done. We also have adjacent to this our yoga pavilion. So this is where guests can have maybe a one-on-one yoga or Pilates session. They might want to join one of the group sessions for a sunrise or a sunset yoga or Pilates session. But we have a full activity of programs on the island throughout the week, which I can also send to you, along with our signature treatments that can be done at the spa as well, and a price list. So excursions. So you can see that beautiful image there of our manta rays. I'm going to come back in a moment to the meal plans, but I just want to cover off a little bit about the excursions first of all. So because where we are situated in this UNESCO biosphere, it's got an incredible underwater world of these magical creatures. So we know that manta rays between May and November. Obviously, July onwards is probably a better time to go and see them. So yes, you can go and do that. I'm just looking up the prices actually, if I can see the price list for the manta rays. Yes, so between May and November, give an example, the manta ray excursion is $215 per person plus, which is obviously the taxis. And then if you want to do something a bit more sedate and do the dolphin cruise, you're looking at $95 per person plus. But we do have some complimentary excursions as well, one being snorkeling and orientation in the lagoon. You can do discover snorkeling at the house reef with our dive team as well. So we have lots of things as well that are complimentary, as well as the chargeable experiences. Same with the water sports. We have a real mix of before I move on, diving. Yes, again, we can provide all the PADI certification on the island as well. We have lots of lessons that can be taken if they want to brush up on if they've already got their PADI, or we also have various different diving excursions as well, boat trips. All the mask snorkel and fins, if they want to snorkel, is all complimentary as well. And then if they want to all hire anything like wetsuits, torches, regulator sets, etc., they can all be hired on the island. And between 1 and 5 dives, it's $15 per dive, and then it goes down in price the more times you hire it out. So let's move on to water sports. So like I say, a wide selection of motorised and non-motorised. We have some complementary inclusions as well, things like the kayaks, the stand-up paddle boards, and then we charge for things like sailing courses if they want to do those, or if they want to do a private kayak tour with a guide, then it's $95 plus. And that's, you can do it per couple. We've got all your wakeboards, we've got all your knee boards, water skiing, and an experienced water skier, it's just $60 plus for 15 minutes. So, but then we can do a beginner's lesson as well. So everything that your guests could want or need, we have available on the island. And like I say, any price list, if you need them, just please do let me know. We even have the jet blades as well, you know, the way you literally go up on skis up into the air. So that's really good to have as well. Okay, let's talk sustainability. So as we know, sustainability is a real buzzword at the moment in the industry. So our marine biologists on the island work to restore the natural habitat. So that if this is one of the things we do, which is the coral tree propagation, just doing a time check. So any damaged reefs, they will create these coral trees and go and replant them and monitor them to check how they're performing. And guests can actually get involved with the marine biologists if they want to. Other things we have, just off the top of my head, we have a water filtration system on the island, so we don't have any plastic, so everything's in glass bottles. It's all created on the island as well. Couple of options where guests can do a bit of destination dining as well. So this is 5 Degrees North, where it's a platform. You can see in the background of this image here, this is our sandbank at the back here. So guests will go out with a chef, with a host as well, and they will dine on this platform under the stars at night. It's honestly, it's a superb experience. If guests are doing a special occasion, it's something that's just a little bit different. And then our beach bubble. This is the only place in the Maldives where you can do this experience. We call it our dream eclipse experience. So the other thing we specify is guests have to be on the island for a minimum of 3 nights before they can book the beach bubble. It's not a standalone product. It can only be offered to guests that are on the island already. But certainly it's a great place where you will go and you will have sorry, I've lost my train of thought there. You go down there, you have dinner, then you'll get up for an early breakfast, watch the sunrise, and then you'll come back over to the island, because otherwise it gets too hot at that part of the island. So that's just something to bear in mind. If they want to do something different, something they can't do anywhere else in the Maldives, this is definitely one of our key USPs and sets us out from any other island in the Maldives. Just a couple of other things that we have. We have a golf studio, which is a simulator. You can play a selection of golf courses from around the world. We can provide all the clubs, balls, etc. We can provide you with a host. We can do golf lessons with a coach. If they want to be assisted with a host, that's fine. We can provide all their refreshments, snacks, etc. while they're in there. It's just something different. And then we have paddle tennis coming soon as well. I've talked briefly about fitness and yoga. And then we also have tennis and multi-courts available to all our guests as well. So let's talk children. So our children's club is called the Oceaneers Club. It's available for children of 4 to 12. So they have a daily activity schedule, but as well as having all these things like ball games and children's pool, you know, the air hockey, we like to do an activity program where we can actually help them learn as well. And it's really engaging. Some of the things that they could do on a weekly basis, for example, is we will take them out and we will do, I'm just looking on the thing here, mocktail making classes, so a little bartender's class. We'll do a little chef's Maldivian dish making, so they can learn about all the local culture as well. We do things like snorkelling with a marine biologist between the ages of 7 and 12. So it's not just a case of taking the children there, leaving them to play. We actually like to think that they stay with us in the Oceaneers Club and they're learning at the same time as playing. It's very educational. So what do we have coming soon? So we have an art studio on the island at the moment, but we are actually in November, we will have a purpose-built art studio where guests can go and do all varieties of craft with a host that will teach them how to do certain elements. And then also for the teenagers, we have a new teen studio. We're just working on the final activity list and the activity program of what we will offer there. But at the moment for the teens, we do things like water park run challenge. So one thing I didn't mention when we was talking about the water sports is we have an offshore obstacle course where, you know, we'll run water park run challenges with them. We'll do 12 holes golf trial in the golf studio. We'll do cross net volleyball, beach volleyball. We'll have on a Sunday up at the Palm Beach area of the island, we have our Sunday social, so they'll have a coast where they can play tennis and croquet, you know, along with some other activities as well. But as soon as I've got any more information for you, I definitely will share it with Hummingbird, so they'll have all the information they will need. Okay, so I'm just checking I've covered off everything about our USPs. Let's talk briefly about meal plans. I'm conscious of time because I really do want to cover off dot here and answer any questions that you've got. So on island, we offer everything from B&B half board, all-inclusive and all-inclusive premium. By far, the UK guests normally always book all-inclusive or the all-inclusive premium package. So you might want to know what the difference is, apart from obviously the difference in cost. So we have some amazing fact sheets which detail all this. You can also find it on the app as well at a glance, and you can upload the fact sheet from there. So if they go all-inclusive, let's talk speciality dining first of all. So they'll have they get their daily breakfast at Beach Kitchen and the lunch and dinner at Beach Kitchen. They will have 1 meal at Crab Shack, 1 dinner at Canasan, and 1 dinner at Arabian Grill. So if they go to any of the specialty restaurants after those 3 visits, they will get a $50 per adult per day for dinner credit, and it's $25 per child. So they have daily unlimited standard alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks from the selected menu, then 30% discount on drinks from the all-inclusive premium list. The all-inclusive doesn't include Milk Lab, and it also doesn't include the minibar either in the room. If they go to the all-inclusive premium, yeah, they'll have lunch and dinner, lunch at Beach Kitchen or Crab Shack. They will have unlimited premium alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks from the selected premium beverage list. They will have a $50, and that also includes glasses of champagne as well. And we have Tattinger on the island. $50 credit on each bottle of champagne from the exclusive beverage selection list. They have all their drinks and snacks from the in-villa minibar and wine fridge, which is replenished once per day. The Milk Lab is included as well, and all the a la carte food menu at the beach club. In-villa dining and destination dining are still fully chargeable. So that just gives you a brief overview, but I will share everything with Olivia after. Okay, let's just give a little well done to Finolhu, because we literally just found this out, but we have just been awarded the Certificate of Excellence from the Weddings and Honeymoon Bridal magazine as one of the top 50 honeymoon resorts in the world for the Honeymoon Special Bookazine. So we're really pleased about that. The team work incredibly hard on the island to make sure that guests have that real immersive and attentive service when they're with us. So, you know, to have this award along with the others that we received, we're incredibly proud of that. Okay, I think I'm doing okay for time. I'm just going to whiz you through some brief update on Dot Here. So this is going to open Q1 2025. It's going to be our ultra luxury offering. So this is at the moment, it's going to be called Dot Here. People always say, why is it Dot Here, not Here Dot? Well, if you put the dot after here, the story's finished. If you put the dot at the beginning, the journey's ongoing. So it's going to be 2 new private islands. They're going to be called Somewhere and Nowhere. So you can see they're separated by the water in between, but they have this central area where they can all meet as well. Let me show you some more images. So Somewhere will have 5 units of 3-bedroom villas. They're going to be approximately 1,300 square feet. They're going to also be 2 units of 4-bedroom villas, which are going to be 1,400 square meters. And each of these villas, which you'll see in another image in a moment, will have a 45-meter long sky pool. It's also going to have a sunset bar, restaurant and water sports centre. And guests staying at Dot Here, they will arrive via a private speedboat to their villas upon arrival and have a full access to all of the Seaside, Finolhu, Maldives experiences. And that's a good point for me to raise, actually. We are renowned for our service and our culinary offering. And what we've done with the team on Finolhu is we've upscaled their training, so they know that if any guests come over from somewhere or nowhere when it's open, the level of service will be the same. What it does mean, and just putting this out there now, any guests on Finolhu cannot go to somewhere or nowhere. It's specifically just for the guests that are booked in to stay there. So this is this sky pool that we're talking about. So you can see quite easily, not only will they have overwater access, they'll also have direct beach access as well. So they're going to be stunning villas. These obviously are artist impressions, but we're hoping to have a mock-up room available in November that we can show people in the trade. But this is something that's going to be super luxurious. And honestly, I cannot wait for this to open. Some more images here also of some of the other villas. And then this is from the beach side. Now, obviously, this is a steps down onto the beach well, so it is secure, it is private, and no one can just walk up into the villa. The lounge area with those amazing views out to the Indian Ocean as well, which are nothing in front of them at all. And then just go through some of the images of what the bedrooms and the bathrooms are going to look like. Nowhere is going to be slightly different. It's going to just have 1 presidential villa with 5 bedrooms, 2,300 square meters with a 28-meter by 8-meter pool, and then 1 water villa with 3 bedrooms. So this island will have its own gym and spa. So this island, Nowhere, will be really for those guests that want to have their own private experience and they want to take both villas. So they'll have one with 5 bedrooms. So, you know, the water villa for maybe their staff, and then obviously the 5 bedrooms for their family and their extended family, etc. And this is the presidential villa. This just blew me away when I saw these artist impressions. Double floor story windows, that amazing staircase, that swing beds in the middle is going to be exceptional. I mean, the creators of this design, honestly, it's just mind-blowing. Beautiful. Imagine sitting here looking out to the ocean. It's all open. It's going to have obviously the sliding doors, so everything's going to bring the outside in as well. So it's going to have that real open and airy feel with this beautiful decor, and the actual tables, the chairs, the quality of them is going to be top end. Another view here of the ocean from the lounge and outside seating area. One of the bedrooms in the lemon, still bringing in those colours, you know, we're still having those colour palette coming through, but a little bit more muted. And then you can see the layout of the rooms are very similar, just different colour schemes. Outdoor bathroom, once again, exceptional decor. It's going to be stunning. Main bedroom with that telescope as well. And then the main bathroom with obviously the dressing area in there as well. Another picture. So you can see it's absolutely stunning. I cannot wait for this to open. I think it's going to go very well with the UK trade that have that much high-end clients that want something very high-end, very exclusive. It's going to suit them incredibly well. So hopefully this is the outdoor area as well, where guests can sit and just basically chill out and dine. And then we have this lovely area around the fire pits as well. And then a beautiful bar with that, look at that stunning backdrop. It's all open. Guests can go here and enjoy a drink in the evening. And then the main restaurant. So it will have its own main restaurant, and it, you know, it's sublime. We will have a gym there, or they can come over and use the one on Finolhu, whatever they prefer. And then obviously we'll have spa facilities as well. And that's everything covered. I think I've probably gone over by 3 minutes, but Olivia, I don't know if you want to rejoin and see if we've got any questions from anybody and see if I can answer them.
Amazing. Thanks so much, Victoria. And really exciting to see Dot here and kind of the concept of what that's going to be like. And it looks so beautiful, all the different colors and kind of design and everything. We do have one question, which is on Finolhu, which is, when did the hotel open?
So it reopened in 2020, I think it was November 2020, after a big rebuild and into its current, what it looks like now. Before that, it wasn't as good, I don't think. I mean, it's before my time, but certainly I know that it reopened in November 2020 in its current style.
Yeah, I do remember that. I think it was quite a big refurb, and kind of they changed a lot of things and sort of did all the
it was a complete, literally,
so
it was almost, for want of a better term, gutting and rebuilding, you know, down to decor, down to facilities, restaurants, etc. It was like a completely different island when it opened again.
Yeah, so that's great. And then also we have a question about the Dot here. When guests are staying at Dot here, they can go to Finolhu, but Finolhu guests can't go to Dot here?
Correct. Yeah, so Dot here is all about that exclusivity of those 2 islands, but obviously we can't, we want to encourage them to come over to Finolhu if they want to come over, but yes, you're right, Olivia, not the other way.
Okay, so Dot here you would put on like a higher level than Finolhu, like the sort of premium.
100%, yes, it's that super luxury experience.
Okay. Perfect. We don't have any more questions, but if anyone did think of anything afterwards, please do, as always, send me an email through. It would be great to hear more about Dot here, obviously, when you've, you know, as things kind of progress. So hopefully soon we'll have some more information, and maybe, whatever you can share.
Another webinar once it's open, just on Dot here with proper images, etc., and experiences. Yes, I'd love to do that with you guys.
Definitely. That would be great. So yeah, if anyone does want to follow up with anything, please do send me an email afterwards, and everything that Victoria sends over afterwards I'll share with everyone who is watching today. We'll also be putting the recording up on our YouTube channel, so if you have any colleagues who've missed out watching it live today, then please do share with them once it's up there. Oh, there's one more question which has just come in the nick of time. Do we have prices for the beach bubble?
Yes, I can share a document with you. Yeah.
Perfect.
So I'll make sure I'll send you the link, Olivia, to the sales and marketing toolkit as a whole.
Yeah.
And then the agents can then go in, log in. They don't need to log in, then just click on the link, sorry. And then they have access to everything, images, videos, everything they've shown today, apart from obviously down here. It just goes
Perfect. Because I know the beach bubble is like a supplement on top of a room rate, isn't it? So you have to kind of.
I think it's around $800, I think, per couple. That's plus. That's off the top of my head.
Okay, perfect. We'll be able to share the prices.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, thanks again, everyone, for joining us today. And big thanks to Victoria for taking us through the presentations. And yeah, we'll look forward to seeing you again next time.
Take care. Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.